welcome back to Best Drink Recipes. I'm Eli Mountjoy, and now we are going to do a review for Balsam, which is a very remarkable, I guess you would call it American Amaro, inspired by the Blyd Blair 151. And how this came into being was by a couple of Chicagoans by the name of Adam Seeger and Roderick Marcus. Now, Adam Seeger is the mixologist, and Roderick Marcus is a tea expert, and he's great with blending and flavors like that. So the two of them paired up, inspired by Blyd Blair's 151, to create this. So their goal in creating this was to not only make an American Amaro that you would be able to mix into a whole bevy of cocktails, but also to accentuate and in some cases replace vermouth. Now you can make vermouth from this, or you can use it to replace it in certain drinks, so that the idea being at the end of the night, you're not either wasting a vermouth or letting it oxidize sitting on a shelf somewhere, or losing its breadth and complexity sitting in a fridge for months at a time. This, and the reason it's so small and compact, is because it's potent and it's full of flavors and aromas. That's why if you added wine to it, you could make it into a vermouth, or if you use this into a spirit, it actually behaves literally as an Amaro, or some people like to call it an aperitif, but I would call it an American Amaro because it's not so much bitter as it is just full, a cornucopia of flavors. That's why we are excited to get into this. Now I will say, we have done a couple of reviews for the Blyd Blair, both the potato-based vodka as well as their 151. They are exceptional at what they do. They're incredible spirits. So this proves and promises to be something really special in and of itself. But just looking at the bottle, you can see they actually tell you that it's made with fruit and spices. Of course, they're not going to give you their proprietary blend, such as an Amaro wouldn't. It's usually, especially in Italy with Italian families, it's a very secretive family unit. It's like, this is the family blend and nobody knows about it, which is what makes it special and indigenous to its region. Usually what they call terroir. So it's like they use a lot of things from the area or the region, terroir being the French word for terrain. So this, being the American Amaro, is going to be really rich and bountiful with its flavor and complexity. Before I open this, I will note that it is slightly overproof. It's 44% or 88 proof. And that means it's really strong, it's potent. It's even stronger than most of your other spirits sitting on your shelf or in your cabinet at home. So with that said, give it the respect that it deserves. Don't overdrink it. And let's get into the actual tasting of this, starting now. I'm going to open this, and you can see it's got this wax-dipped cap, just like their other bottles have, which I love. It just means it's very personalized and crafted. We'll open the top. I love that part. Yes, already I can tell this has got a lot of complexity, and we haven't even poured it yet. Let's do that. Beautiful sound. Look at this beautiful amber color. I'm having my my Hamlet moment right here, to be or not to be, and this is, I could tell from here, going to be inside me in just a second. But this beautiful brown amber-like color, very thick and viscous, doesn't even have any legs running down. Smells of cloves, allspice, coriander, burnt orange peel. Yeah, this has depth to it. It also has cork, bark, root, very earthy. Kind of like the colors and smells you'd imagine in autumn or fall. Let's taste it. First taste, definitely clove. Definitely that allspice, that baking allspice has got that kind of peppery finish on it. You can see that if you were to add a Pinot Noir or a Shiraz or something that doesn't have too much of a bite or a spice to it, you could get a very nice vermouth feel out of this. I can also see from here that you could very easily substitute this for Amaros like Averna. Another one that this reminds me of is Amaro Nino. And it's got some of that bitter, rich, complex flavor with a sweet undertone that comes and just kind of balances right there. I mean, this is delicious. I'm sipping this neat. I can slightly taste the 44% alcohol. There's a nice little warmth on the side of my tongue. It makes my mouth water, not only from the alcohol, but also from the spices and the herbs and everything that they've gone into creating this, which is the idea of an Amaro. As the Italians have figured out, when you stimulate the saliva and the gallbladder and the liver, it helps you literally process and digest, which is where the word digestif comes from, your food. And if you're eating a bunch of pasta and meat sauce, you need something like this. Here in America, we do a little of that, so it's nice to have an American Amaro. So my hat's off to the people who created this. This is delicious, especially if you put it on a rock. Oh man, you just sit around and sip this. Either talk to your grandfather or to your pipsqueak brother, who wouldn't have any of this. You just have to watch you drink it, which is fun in and of itself. I love this. I can't wait to actually use this and make some cocktails with it. Like I said before, it's a cornucopia. There's stuff spilling out of this. You can just do, and you can go down any avenue with this and make something incredible. So with that said, you can find this in the same markets that you'd be able to find Blyd Blair. Off the top of my head, it's Washington, D.C., Seattle, San Francisco, New York, here in Los Angeles, but they're adding week by week new places where this will be available, so keep an eye out for it. I do believe that their website is blydblair.com, so you can find that there and see if it's available to you. If it is, try it. It's incredible. And a little of this goes a long ways, whether you're putting it in your wine or you're going to substitute it for Campari or something like that in your spirit. You're going to get a long ways down the road with this. And here at Best Drink Recipes, highly recommended. Now, if you'd like to see a couple of cocktails that we're going to make using the balsam, you can find that here, or there. And while you're doing that, I'm going to have one more sip of this. Delicious. And if you'd like to subscribe, comment, we'd love to hear from you. And if you've got some things that you'd like to see us make with this, or you'd like to try some of your own things, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. And again, if you'd like to see a couple of things that we're going to do with this, you can find that here, or there. And thank you for watching Best Drink Recipes. I'm Eli Mountjoy, and we look forward to seeing you guys at the next drink.